Hi schoolers, good morning. It is Wednesday, May the 13th, and this will be my next to last video message for you. All right, I'm going to start with the construction class this morning. I have if I'm looking at the gradebook right now, I have 3 of you that are completely done. If you want the final, just ask. I'll be happy to make the final available to you. I have several of you that are only missing the last assignment. So no reason not to get Arkansas Homesteader number 10 in there and get it done. A couple of you on the Arkansas Homesteader where I'm asking about the sheetrock backers. I'm going to tell you right now that if you go on the internet and you get a definition off the internet, that's not what I will accept on the final exam, and that question will be on the final exam. So, up to you how you want to play this. All you got to do is listen to him and he'll tell you what a sheetrock backer is. It's kind of simple, all right? That's the biggest thing I'm having issues with right now. And because it's on the final, I'm not revealing what the answer is. For those of you that are resubmitting the second time, and I'm going to go ahead and accept it because you're at least doing something. All right, I do have one student that I haven't seen anything from yet, and that's because they have the paper packet. I'd like to see those at some point, please. I've noticed there's a few of you that have kind of tapered off. And I don't know if you're waiting for that final push next week to finish up or what. Let me just tell you what I'm going to do. This Friday, I am going to put zeros in Skyward for everything. And if you've not turned in the final exam, I'm going to put a 0 in the final exam column so that you can see what your semester grade looks like. Now, if you see that in semester 2 you have above a 60% and you're happy with a pass, that's fine. You can take that. I want you to know, however, that the school is still recording your number grades to figure your grade point average. So, up to you how you want to play it. If your grade point average is not important to you and you just want the P for pass, then great. For those of you that are looking at valedictorian, salutatorian, you're looking at college scholarships later on, then you want to make sure and get everything in, because here's how it's working, guys. I'm not accepting assignments unless they're completely done and accurate, which means I'm putting 100 in Skyward. Your final exam, which is right here, I think. Yep, let me look for it. Your final exam has 10 responses on it. Here it is, right here. Your final exam has, I think, no, it's got more than that. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's got 14 responses, which means they're worth about 9 points apiece. You can miss one and still get an A. It's open note, it's open book, open video, open everything. I'm grading the final. You get one shot at the final, and I'm grading it. So, make the call on how you want to do it, and I'll respect your decision. So, construction class, that's what's going on with you. The few of you that still owe me the one assignment, go ahead and get that turned in by Friday. It'll make life a lot easier. You can also look at how the final grade looks over the weekend and then decide what you want to do. Final exam will be posted Monday morning. It'll be posted when I get here at 8 o'clock. It will be due Thursday at noon, the 21st. I will not accept it afternoon because I have to get everything graded, grades finalized and posted, because all the teachers are checking out on Friday. All right, so construction class, there you are. Welding class. Welding class, it's been very quiet, except for one student who hadn't turned anything in, and all of a sudden turned in a bunch of stuff. So yay on that student. As of right now, in welding class, I have three students who have not turned in anything. Period. I have two students that have only turned in one thing. I have a couple of you that have turned in two. And then there's a couple of you that only owe me one assignment or two assignments to be done. And I do have one student that has finished all the assigned work. Now, in welding class, I'm not seeing any problems with the assignments that are being turned in. There's a couple that I've sent back. There's some answers that are not even coming in close to what the question's asking. So what I'm assuming is you're trying to BS your way through it. Great, go ahead, try it. If it's well written, I'll take it. If it's not, I'm sending it back because you're only getting 100 or nothing. Now, as I said with construction class, on Friday, I will be putting in zeros to everything else that's open, including the semester 2 exam. That zero will hang out there until you get me your semester exam done, and then I'll change it out to whatever the grade is. But as I said in construction, if you're happy with your grade, it's over 60%, you've got a pass, do nothing else. You're fine. If, however, you don't want to have just a pass, you realize the school's still keeping track of your number grades, then you might want to get everything turned in. And here's what I'm going to do starting Monday. If you turn in something that is less than complete, and there's like only 3 questions, so if you get 2 of the 3, I'll put a .67 in as a grade. Because remember, I could either grade 0 to 1. So I can put a .67 in for a 67% and it'll average it. Don't want to do it that way. Want to give everybody 100. Up to you. All right, so welding class, that's where we're at. From what I understand, talking to Ms. Davis and her talking to Ms. Vincent, there will be an advanced welding class next year. So those of you coming in, advanced welding class, realize advanced welding class will be some book work the first 9 weeks, then we'll start in the shop in the second 9 weeks, and it's going to be moving you to some advanced concepts. If you've been watching the Welder Steve videos, there's going to be some advanced concepts. Plus, I hope to have the pipe jig up and ready to go by then, and we'll be doing some pipe welding also, cutting, beveling, and welding pipe with doing multi-pass welds. So we'll see how that goes. And I'll also have the new overhead jig up in the back corner where I moved a booth out, and we're going to put a pole up in there and a couple of arms on it so that you can practice overhead welding while you're standing there and not have to worry about doing it in the booth. And it'll truly be over your head. Okay, so welders, that's where we're at right now with that. And finally, we go to the ag class, agriculture science. I have 2 people done in agriculture science. I have 2 people that owe me 2 assignments. I have 1 person owes me 3 assignments, and then I have 2 people who haven't turned anything in. I realize that animal nutrition and balancing rations, you had to read the packet and do the questions. But the last 3, sexual versus asexual reproduction, the slideshow on the mating rituals, and artificial insemination, those are all videos with like 3 questions, just like the rest of the classes I've got in the shop. So there's absolutely no reason not to get those turned in. And same thing I've been doing with the shop classes. On Friday, I will be putting zeros in Skyward for everything, including the semester exam, so you can see what your grade looks like. All right. A couple of you have been emailing me questions and comments. Do remember, I do have a video hanging out there on balancing rations and animal nutrition. Explains the whole thing. All you gotta do is follow along and fill it in, and then turn it in, and you're done with it. So there's 2 of you that need the balancing rations. Actually, there's 4 of you need balancing rations. It's sitting out there. And in the big 28-minute video, I think it starts at minute number 17 or so. So you can get that taken care of. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll have another video up next, probably Thursday afternoon, to go over final grades with you and how everybody did. And I will be in and out through the summer. I have lots of projects to work on to keep me busy here. Plus, with coronavirus probably going to have a rebound and go back up again as we open up, Ms. Cole and I are not going anywhere. So we're going to hang out close to home through the summer. All right, so take care. We'll know more on Friday what the governor's going to do. Your price of oil update. Price of oil is back up, hanging out at about $25 a barrel. My understanding is regular oil production needs around $30 a barrel to break even. Oh, lights just went off. And shale producers need around $50 a barrel to break even. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. But it's back up to $25, so it's hanging in there. All right. Take care. Talk to you next week.